Hi again. Here we still are in La Piperna, calle de la Infanta Mercedes 98, 98. We are now recording our seventh podcast, and we are here with Gabriele and Electra. He is the producer of Corte Marconi. She's the producer of San Dionigi, present and future of Valpolicella. Please introduce yourselves.
Thank you, Miguel. Hi everyone. I'm Gabriele. I'm the producer of Corte Marconi. We are a really small winery, Valpolicella, brand new. We started to produce our first 2 years ago. We are with my mother Julia, and we were involved in viticulture and grape production in 4th generation. But we always used to sell the grape. But of course, my mother was lonely, but when I came, when I grew up a little bit, she asked me what you want to do in future, and I said I would like to help you and to make wine together, and that's what we are doing. I started when I was little with my grandfather, but we used to produce wine only for the family and for the friends, but then of course we started to produce wine.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please.
Hello, hi.
Hi.
I'm Electra, first generation producing wines together with my brother, still in Valpolicella. Actually, the story is a bit funny here because my two parents are two lawyers. We used to add vines for my grandfather. Then everything has onto my mom. They didn't know what to do there. And actually, my father was obsessed with organic, like philosophy. Actually, was a bit tired of the job, so I decided to quit and just, got into the vines. So it was just about viticulture, and wine came a lot after that. With my brother, he got really passionate, and we wanted, just to proceed in his philosophy, also doing wines. So we started in 2022. So it's very
2022.
recent. Yes.
Okay. And how old are you as well?
I'm 26. My
26.
brother is 24.
Okay, wonderful. For our audience, I know them through some of our friends in Burgundy. To Gabriele, I was directed by Dario. Dario was working with Bastian Wolver and now has been working with Camille Diarret, many other names. He's a fantastic guy, and he's going to start his project very soon in Italy as well. And Elettra, I was directed by Antonio Quari. One day that I wrote him, I am going to visit Italy. I'm picking a lot of interest in having Italian wines, and he told me you have to visit her. So I'm very happy and I'm very thankful to them. And also I'm very, very thankful when you receive me. Yeah. What do you think about your region?
So, Valpolicella is a great region because it's really heterogeneous. It changes a lot for every little village that is composed. There are a lot of different soil. You can find limestone, you can find clay, you can find the strongest or less strong terroirs, and you can start to find like vine plant from 100 meters up to 600 meters. So there is a lot of things that you can do, and but at the same time, I feel like that for years now we need someone who keep and start to explain these differences thanks to the wine. So start to producing wine from cru and to enhance this difference. It's really important in my opinion because are the differences in a single terroir that make that terroir a great terroir, and that's my opinion. And that's why, of course, I'm started to produce wine, and that's what I would like to do in future.
For
yeah.
you?
Yeah, no, it's the same. It's truly a magical place for me. I feel very, very lucky to be able to make wine there. But not only wine. I feel like there's a need to go a a little beyond that. It's a huge denomination, has a huge power. I'm so thankful that Valpolicella is such a strong name, a strong tradition. Uh, but I think we need to, look back a bit. It's a denomination that followed in the last few years, especially a market request, and now we need to, take a step back, look why we started. The soils are amazing, agriculture is amazing, but also olive trees are amazing, biodiversity is amazing. Used to be the land of the cherry trees. There was so much more. And so I think for us younger generations, we really need to take it back. So as for the wine, as for the olive oil, as for everything that's around agriculture, because we're not only wine producers, we work on the land. So the land gives us something, we need to give back. So as for biodiversity, that is also crucial.
Okay. So you're very young. You say your family, all of you were having land, but no one was producing.
Yep.
What was the first wine that brought you the emotion and told you that you want to produce wine? Yeah. When that, yeah, because something, I think it's something that comes from, okay, I want to do this. I want to have this kind of life. Yeah.
So for me, it's difficult to find a single wine that make me start to think about producing wine. Because as I said, I started to produce wine with my grandfather when I was really young. And even when I was 4, 6, he always give me a little glass of wine, but not to drink, to put the finger and then in the mouth to start to make the mouth. Exactly. So, but if I have to think about the wine that make me fall in love with Valpolicella and told me we are a great place, I need to make wine, is probably the Valpolicella Classico, the most simple one, the most sincere, the one that speaks directly from the soil to the wine, and the ones that represent the most every vintage. It is a wine that doesn't have filters, and really talks about the land, but also talks about the producer.
It's the one we started with the most
Exactly.
amount, and
Yeah.
I felt your energy, and it was really, really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. As for me, I don't know, because at home we used to drink wine. My father loved wine, of course, but it was mostly wine from the region. But I was a bit like understanding. But what really gave me an inspiration was to start meeting a lot of people and I found myself in these huge tables of people who knew so much about wine, and I thought like I felt like I knew nothing. And so
that's how I feel every time.
Yeah, but it's nice to this day, of course.
Yeah.
It's so difficult because wine is so broad, but hearing all those wonderful people talking about wine in a certain way made me realize there's so much more. And then with French wines, with Spanish wine, of course, Italian wines, I built up a culture, and I built up a culture uh, in a sense of a philosophy also. So artisanal wine, you natural wine is a tricky word. I prefer artisanal, so because that's what it comes from. Uh, as for Valpolicella, I fell in love with the producer a while back, which is the most iconic one for me. It's called Monte dei Ragni. He's truly a legend. He's also, he has two children also who are amazing, super young, and so this really gave me a sense of belonging also to Valpolicella, so that's why I started.
Okay. Then, what are you looking in your production? What are you looking for? What we have mentioned about the region, how you want to step back, but what do you want? What do you want to have in your in the glass when when we
Okay.
make your wines, and what do you want to express?
With my wine, I really want to express the varietal characteristic of Corvina and Corvinone and Rondinella. So the really fresh part, the crunchy, the big fruit that they can give. But also at the same time, with all the technique that we develop in Valpolicella, with, for example, the appassimento. So is that this technique in which you cut the grape, but you not process in the same day, but you let them dry out
Explain
for
to
some day.
our subscriber, our listeners.
Yeah. So, of course, one of the most famous wine in Valpolicella is the Amarone. And the question is why in Valpolicella they think about drying out the grape and not like in all the wine region, because of course Corvina and Corvinone are really light tannin grape, really light color grape, but they wanted to produce something more powerful, more stronger, and at the same time they wanted to produce sweet wine. So they start to this appassimento, this drying out process that can goes from 2 to 3 months, and they developed this sweet wine that was of course Recioto della Valpolicella. And the story is that one time one of the tonneaux or barrique where this Recioto was aging started a fermentation, and from this Recioto sugar wine the yeast ate all the sugar, and we had this really new wine that was of course the Amarone, and they find that this wine was great and that was a really great aging wine, and that is really nice, of course, because with the same grape we can produce several type of wine. So again, with my wine I want of course to express at the maximum level all these differences of our grape, but always keeping in mind the I don't know how to say, but the fact that the wine has to be well balanced. Alcohol, salty,
acidity.
tannin, acidity. You have to open a bottle and to finish it. Not only if have like 11 degrees, but also if has like 15 degrees, you have to open and to drink.
Yeah.
That's for me, it's very important, of course.
I feel it in your bottle. When I drink, I'm very happy. Now you. We have been talking about Amarone. When are you having your Amarone ready? What do you want to have in your glass?
Maron is gonna take a long time for me, for us. No, actually, we started from 2022, which in Valpolicella was actually the desert. Was such a hot vintage, dry and hot. So yeah, we aren't watching if it comes out in 3, 4, 5, 10 years. So that's not the point. Actually, when I started to think about an idea about making wine, I thought about one grape variety, which is my favorite, which is Corvina. Actually, we thought, me and my brother, on how to express, truly a terroir. And Corvina has this incredible variety on, depending on the vintage. So you can find it being like truly warm in warm years, hot years, and then truly fresh in fresh vintages. So she changes a lot in the vineyards. It's super crazy to manage. In the winery as well, she does a bit of what she wants, which is why we love her particularly. So yeah, it's all about emotion for me. I mean, I need to have my nose in a glass and just remember how the vintage was. I don't mind if it's a cozy glass, a warm glass. I don't care. I mean, it's from 2022. If it's something warm, if it's something deep, I love it. I expect that. I don't want a super acidic wine. I want a balanced wine, but I want to feel that was a hot vintage. That's really important to me. As for 23, 24, in Valpolicella was super rainy, super fresh. So wines are, very fun, very crunchy in a sense. So to find that in the glass, I love it. So yeah, it truly comes all down to emotion and also, change over the vintages, on the years, on the ways we learn to make wine. Of course, we started like yesterday, so it's crazy to say we make good wine. I can't say my wine is good. I can say that of our wine just because we just started. So when other people confirm me that, I'm really happy, really thankful. But
How you feel from Monday?
amazing. It was so emotional. I got a bit emotional at some point because to have all these great people telling about your work, like understanding what's behind, it's incredible. I I could never imagine when you guys came. I was struck also by who recommended me. It was crazy for me. But wine is all about connection. I think that's why we make it. It's not just to make something to drink. It's just to connect people, to connect minds, connect ideas. That's the best of it.
During the dinner, one of the other producers told me, "Now I understand what is your path, what is your vision, and what you want to do." I think the whole group of people that we were there during the dinner, we have this mindset about what we want to say, or what we want to show, and how we want to show the beauty of wine to the rest of the people.
Yeah.
So I think it was, for me, it was also very emotional, especially when my brother-in-law brought me Miguel to my. He was just drinking a drop of KCOI.
Okay.
He was, Papa, this is good, this is good. So, and I was seeing all these people having fun, enjoying, and having a blast.
Was crazy.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
The best. Let's do this every year, please.
We are going to try. We are going to try. Yes, we were talking with Nello. It's not a matter of money. I can do this every month if I can.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
It will be difficult for you guys to come because I know you are always focused on the vineyard and in the cellar. But we have to plan for next year with enough time and make this bigger. And we need to bring more people to know what we do.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
what you do, because we are just mere transmitters. We just try to show what you do. You are the protagonist of this story.
Yep.
And we try to respect what you do, and we hope you understand that very well.
Yeah,
I have a question.
Yeah.
Where would you be excited to see your one in which restaurant is like your dream to see it there? I don't know if you have one. I don't mind if it's small or big, if it's a known one or maybe not.
This is a very good question because that way I can focus working on that.
Okay.
Okay.
So for me, of course I've not a single restaurant that I want to say I want my wine. Where is my wine? When I think of my wine, I'm not thinking about status, okay? But I want that to find restaurants and places where people really know what they're drinking. The important thing to me is the approach that a person have to the wine. So it could be in the, how can I say, the smallest and less famous bar in the less famous city, or at the same time in the 3 stars Michelin in New York or in Kyoto. For me, no matter. The important thing is that if the person that open my bottle and drink it feel something, have like an emotion, and that's for me is the best thing. Make people happy with my wine and make them to understand my work. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
important for me.
Yeah.
For sure. No, the fact is, what I think is just, we work all year round, then we make a wine. Then, we put a label on it, we put a nice cork on it, and then it goes away. And that's so strange to me now to think that someone like in a special event at a dinner with friends, they might pop a bottle. It's crazy for me to think that it's out there. So it's not about, as Gabriel was saying, the place. Of course, there are like dream places. I have them. I won't lie, but
Both
yeah,
of you have your wines in some fabulous places.
amazing. No, it's just that we can't do all the work. I mean, you guys and like restaurants, sommeliers, and so on, like tell uh t- they tell the work we do, and that's amazing because y- y- not all wines are wines that you can put on a table and just enjoy. Sometimes you need to tell a story that's behind it. Most of all, if it's like super artisanal, small quantities. So you said before that's the work you guys do. No, that's the work you guys do too. That's so important to have it like told um by people who have the attention, who have the courage, who have the to take two Valpolicella from the same region to talk about it differently. That's amazing. And that's
Two
something
personalities
yes,
inside the other,
it's amazing.
fantastic.
It's
and
amazing. So yeah.
Yeah, expressing each one, the terroir. I love. I love. Yeah. Yeah, talk about something that I like. You mentioned, you put the wine inside, but you talk about the labels. I love both of the labels.
Yeah.
And both of them has a story. I
Yeah.
know your sister is the one who is creating
exactly.
your label.
Yeah.
Beautiful labels.
Thank
She's
you.
the tattoo artist.
Sì, my sister Eleonora, which I'm
Thank
so
you.
grateful. Thank you very much because she made an amazing job with this. Helped me with this with the creation of the label because she, of course, is a tattoo artist, and she's full of with her job, so she can. Unfortunately, she can help me with the wine production. I would be happy, but she can't. But she did this amazing job. In every of my label, there is always the hand because it really represented the artisanal work that we do for every wine. And another important thing about my label that we choose the names.
Explain them.
Every name
Super interesting.
is a word in a Cimbrian language. Cimbrian language is like a dialect, a mixture between Italian, Veneto dialect, and a little bit of German. For those north of Verona population where we came from, my grandmother was Cimbrian, so we decided to remember our origin, to use a Cimbrian name for our wine. And for example, Baimara means fruit of vine plant to represent something really easy, really fresh, like my Valpolicella is. You really feel the fruit of vine when you drink this Valpolicella. So that's why we choose this name.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wanna be crazy with the labels. I won't lie. So yeah, that's it. I have a tattoo also. No, actually, my idea was that as for this line, which is the most experimental one, I didn't want to put names on labels because I hate people who drink labels. So I actually wanted to for like any person to look at the bottle and think, "What the heck is this?" Because I think that then the back label is really informative. But I wanted to put art on the label. Actually, the sketch was sketch kind of idea that I made, and then a very truly amazing girl who is super young. Her name is Sofia, which is a friend of my brother. Actually, she's a master with sketching on the computer. She did that amazing, design. And I was not happy, so I had to put also ancient Greek names on the wines, which are Dica and Cardia. And so everyone is like, "What the heck?" But it's a philosophy because Dica Cardia in ancient Greek means heart divided in two parts. And so it's two declinations of one single grape, which is the Corvina. So actually, that's the story behind it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, if you are going to, yeah, I'm going to tell them to send the photo. Sorry, it's not recorded. I know how to swear in English, in Spanish, in French. No, whatever. I know how to never in English. Yeah, I've been in Africa. I also know how to say a couple of shit in Kinyarwanda or in Uganda.
Uganda.
In Baganda.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
For example.
Yes. Quella something.
Not the.
Cool. Allora, anche
No, it's just for example, you're a big header or you're stupid.
Oh.
Okay.
Things like that. Okay.
Insult.
Because in Africa, it's very rude to insult, and
Okay.
they use interesting insults.
Oh.
Yeah. Like in
Very
Kinyarwanda, they say something that you like you are your safe, like
Okay.
you're empty here.
Yeah.
You are your safe, or
You're safe.
yeah, things like that. So
Not too bad.
they say in Baganda, they say Yorina munene.
Nene.
Meaning you have a big head, like you are like a donkey.
You're
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
on.
tough. Yeah,
Okay.
A lot of strength, but,
Yeah, but,
zero.
Anyway, that's something interesting that we can post.
Yes, please.
Of course.
1 second. A small interruption to allow you to follow us and subscribe. Make like if you want us to continue with our job. So when these fantastic young producers with their heart and their soul in the bottle. Thank you so much. We continue. Eso me queda muy bonito.
Perfect. That was perfect.
Was so nice.
You know what's that? Well, you know why? Because I spent my last 10 years in speaking in English. For me, sometimes it's easier to express myself in English.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, which other producers you love or you admire from your region
Well, for sure.
or from your country?
Wow, that's big.
That's big topic.
Super big. So from my region, just straight from the art, Monte dei Ragni, Monte d'Allora, is doing a great job. I like it. Quintarelli for sure. As for tradition, all Bertanis are super nice. I don't think I don't want to talk only about Valpolicella. There's another great wine region near to us, which is called Bardolino, which uses actually the same grapes. And there's a guy there doing an amazing job with his brother here.
And I go for it.
Can I tell him?
Yes, tell
Yes.
because I will contact
Yes.
before we post
He's
this.
amazing. Stefano Casaretti, super nice wines. He's amazing. Both on the whites and on the
And
reds.
you told me, yeah, this is the one
Yeah.
you told me to visit.
No, that was another guy.
Give me both. Yeah, because I am going to forget. You know, I am old and forget things.
No, there's another one that's amazing in Trentino Toggi, so north of Italy. It's called Daniel Sigmund. It's amazing, amazing on the whites. Silvana Riesling, I adore him. And then center of Italy, there's this super cool project in Monte Sibillini, which is called Contrada Contro from the winemaker of Cupano Montalcino. It's amazing. Contrada Contro makes amazing wine, also from irritated vines. So it's super interesting there. It's Borgogno Rivasa in Barolo is doing amazing. There's some super nice guys in Italy, in southern Italy. Manfredi, as for Marsala, such a nice job. There's so much.
So for Valpolicella, we say like the same names because for real, if I have to talk the historic part of Valpolicella, I have to say Quintarelli, of course, but also Bertani.
The bottle you brought to the dinner of
bought,
99 was wow. That
Yeah.
Amarone was wow.
Yeah.
Point.
That was a
Point.
really special bottle, my vintage, and that
Yeah.
was crazy. And of course, Monte d'Allora. Now there is also Saverio, the son that is coming to work in the vineyards and also in the winery. That's for sure he will do a great job. And at the same time, Monte dei Ragni. And so those are my favorite name, of course, Valpolicella. Yeah.
Okay. You know, I'm trying to focus more and more in Italy. Yeah. I want to bring more things. I'm going to keep the names. I'm going to write all of them now. I'm planning to go to Italy in a couple of weeks, and probably after harvest, I'm coming. How do you expect the harvest? How is the year?
So it started a little bit rainy also this year, but then it stopped, and now there is good weather. Not too hot. I would say like a balance.
Yeah.
But of course, it's too. We need to wait a little bit before say
Yeah.
everything.
No.
Crossed finger, and then we will see.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
always good not to.
Exactly, because you never know. For example, 2024 was a really hard year and vintage, but at the end, the wine, I think that are all great wine. All the 23 that I tasted taste all good, really crunchy and really powerful. So it's difficult to understand the vintage. You have to wait the wine and also some years after.
Sometimes you think the year has been very bad, and then the bottle develop.
Exactly.
And you pop up.
So wow.
What do you want to say about your paper, your role in Italian wine, how you think it's going to develop, or how it's going to evolve?
Okay, but in general, Italian
In
wine.
general, the wines, and then what is the vision you have for the change of consumption that we are experiencing in the whole world?
So it's I think that today Italian wines are having like a little rebirth because I think some region more, some region less start understanding that we have to focus on our grapes, autochthon grapes. Because of course Italy has a lot of proper grape of Italy.
It's a country with a larger number of autochthon varieties, I think.
Yes, it's the region in Europe for sure with the most, and probably
It's like
in the world.
100.
Yeah, more than 500. Of course, they are not all good, but in the time we understood what is good and what is less good, probably. And also, for example, we have our own way to grow up the vine plants. For example, in Veneto, we have a lot of pergola, and that now with the climate change is really good because it covers the grape. So when we have more and more Easter, really powerful Easter, really sunny Easter. So, for example, the pergola could help. So now we are understanding that all the different that we have in Italy can be our strength in the world, and if we focus on that, I think that Italian wine will be great in future.
Yeah. No, for sure, it's super interesting. As for food in Italian, there is a super wide range of styles and things. Climate change could scare us a bit. I don't lie, I'm scared. It's that we need to think. Well, we need to be careful. We're not in the mountains, we're on the hills, so we're not like super high altitudes. So we need to think of interesting and useful way to help nature help us, if that makes sense. So I see like regenerative agriculture, agroforestation is like future to try and create different climates to be allowed to continue to make wine in certain way. So yeah, that's the goal for me, and that's the future of agriculture, not only winemaking.
That's super interesting. I hope that we keep visiting you year by year, and we walk this path, this way together.
Yeah.
And we discover what is coming next.
Of course.
And I hope I can help you to reach where you want and to enjoy together. Thank you so much.
Gracias, Miguel.
Thank you for our listener, our viewers. Thank you so much.
Crazy stuff to come.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yes.
Oh,
Cheers.
cheers.
Just one question before we end up.
Damn.
How important is the marketing for a wine producer?
Oh, that's big. Or that's
Wait,
big.
just for a drop of 30 seconds. So,
Yeah.
what do you say? How important it is?
It's important, but it's not important.
No, it's super important. Is a bad. It's a good things, but at the same time, in some cases, are bad things because when the marketing and the like hype status of a wine could can cover the wine essence.
Yeah.
So you stop, as you said before, you stop to drink a wine, but you drink the label, and that is when it's not a good thing to me. So
To keep the truth.
exactly, yeah.
I come from marketing studies, so I was a little bit brainwashed. In a sense, no. For brand new realities, I do think it's important. I mean, I did all the marketing that's behind our labels, our winery, and so on. It's good to engage to create curiosity behind a project. Then, if the project doesn't speak for itself, it's all
It will
it's all,
never happen.
no, it's all smoke. So you need to feel something. If marketing is a drive to make you feel something, that's horrific. If something has really a feel to it, marketing is just a thing that helps you discover it. So that's great. But needs to be real.
Okay. Let's finish. This guy has to do the service.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.